The Trump administration is dropping bombshells. Alcatraz could reopen, Harvard's funding is on the line, and there's other bigger game-changing stories that are breaking today. Trump's Alcatraz plan. The notorious prison Alcatraz has been closed for 6 decades, but Trump is determined to revive and utilize it. Historically, it has held some of the most notorious criminals such as Al Capone and George Machine Gun Kelly. Today, Trump posted this message: rebuild and open Alcatraz. For too long, America has been plagued by vicious, violent, and repeat criminal offenders, the dregs of society, who will never contribute anything other than misery and suffering. When we were a more serious nation in times past, we did not hesitate to lock up the most dangerous criminals and keep them far away from anyone they could harm. That's the way it's supposed to be. No longer will we tolerate these serial offenders who spread filth, bloodshed, and mayhem on our streets. That is why, today, I am directing the Bureau of Prisons, together with the Department of Justice, FBI, and Homeland Security, to reopen a substantially enlarged and rebuilt Alcatraz to house America's most ruthless and violent offenders. We will no longer be held hostage to criminals, thugs, and judges that are afraid to do their job and allow us to remove criminals who came into our country illegally. The reopening of Alcatraz will serve as a symbol of law, order, and justice. We will make America great again. Representative Mary Miller said, quote, "The first person to be sent to Alcatraz should be Anthony Fauci," unquote. Let me know what you guys think about this Alcatraz plan. Harvard on the brink. Education Secretary Linda McMahon has sent a strongly worded letter to Harvard University stating that the school will no longer receive federal grants. Here's an excerpt. "Receiving such taxpayer funds is a privilege, not a right. Harvard is engaging in a systematic pattern of violating federal law. The administration had previously been willing to maintain federal funding to Harvard so long as Harvard committed to complying with long-settled federal law, including to protect and promote student welfare and the landmark decision of our Supreme Court against racial preferencing. The proposed common sense reforms, which the administration remains committed to, include a return to merit-based admissions and hiring, an end to unlawful programs that promote crude identity stereotypes, disciplinary reform, and consistent accountability, including for student groups, cooperation with law enforcement, and reporting compliance with the Department of Education, Department of Homeland Security, and other federal agencies. The administration's priorities have not changed, and today's letter marks the end of new grants for the university." Gain of function. President Trump issued an executive order prohibiting all current and future federal funding for dangerous gain-of-function research, tasking the NIH and other agencies with identifying biological research that poses risks to public health or national security. Watch this clip.
This relates to gain-of-function research. Gain-of-function research is a type of biomedical research where pathogens are adulterated, viruses are adulterated to make them more potent or to change the way that they function. Many people believe that gain-of-function research was one of the key causes of the COVID pandemic that struck us in the last decade. What this executive order does, first of all, it provides powerful new tools to enforce the ban on federal funding for gain-of-function research abroad. It also strengthens other oversight mechanisms related to that issue and creates an overarching strategy to ensure that biomedical research in general is being conducted safely and in a way that ultimately protects human health more.
It's a big deal. It could have been that we wouldn't have had the problem we had.
Right? A lot of people say that, sir.
If we had this done earlier. Thank you.
Watch this clip of Trump defending RFK Jr. from being discredited.
10% is now going to soda. There's no nutrition in a soda.
And at the same time, you have like 19 attorneys general suing you and the Trump administration. Like, what do you make of that?
Who are they?
You have attorney general. Yeah, they are
Democrats.
Democrats.
Like crooked Democrats? Like really crooked Democrats? Is that who's suing? They know what they're doing.
And what do you
They're
think
just
of the progress?
hurting our country. That's all.
What's your
These
view of the
are
progress?
very dishonest people. They've lost their way. They've lost their confidence. They have no confidence. They have no idea what they're doing. They don't even know what they're suing for. So it's just one of those things. Yeah, please.
Trump also shut down a Fox News reporter when confronted about the AI Pope meme.
Catholics were not so happy about the image of you looking like the Pope.
Oh, I see. You mean they can't take a joke? You don't mean the Catholics. You mean the fake news media. Not the Catholics loved it. I had nothing to do with it. Somebody made up a picture of me dressed like the Pope, and they put it out on the internet. That's not me that did it. I have no idea where it came from. Maybe it was AI, but I know nothing about it. I just saw it last evening. Actually, my wife thought it was cute. She said, "Isn't that nice?"
My question about
Actually, I would not be able to be married, though. That would be a lot. I'd have to the best of my knowledge, popes aren't big on getting married, are they? Not that we know of. No. I think it's the fake news media that, they're fakers.
My question, though, sir, was about the fact that it was put out on the White House account. Even though it was AI generated, it was a joke, it was a meme. Does it at all diminish the substance of the official White House account to have it go out on that particular channel?
Give me a break. It was just somebody did it in fun. It's fine. Have to have a little fun, don't you?
And lastly, MSNBC issued a correction live on air. Watch.
And now let's circle back to a segment from Friday's show. Frank Figliuzzi was on that morning during this hour discussing the work of administration officials. At the end of that segment, Figliuzzi said that FBI Director Kash Patel has reportedly been more visible at nightclubs than at his office at FBI headquarters. This was a misstatement. We have not verified that claim. We will be right back.
Let me know any thoughts you have on these stories in the comments, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.